and welcome back to Fascinating Stories. This is episode 4, and there are 2 parts to this episode, and this is part 1. Thank you all for returning for episode 4. I am super excited. I'm excited about this episode. So last week, if you missed it, we took on the Am I the Asshole community on Reddit. And this week we are taking on relationship advice. Now, I am no relationship expert, okay? But we take it on, okay? Take my advice with a grain of salt, okay? But yeah, so I hope you all have a good day and stay tuned. Hello and welcome back to Fascinating Stories, hosted by me, Chelsea Noellyn. How are y'all doing this week? Happy Friday to you all. We are back again with a new episode. I am super excited for this one. I mean, I'm excited every time I film, but for this one, a little more excited, I would say. So let's get into it. All right, so last week we took on the Am I the Asshole community on Reddit, and today we are going to be talking about relationships, okay? Relationships. So, fair warning, I am no relationship expert whatsoever, okay? So, take my advice with a grain of salt. I think that's how the saying goes. But just take it with a grain of salt. Alright, my advice is just my own opinion. I am not an expert. So, let's get into this mess. So, this one is called I Really Messed Up. Alright, this is a longer post. It's edited a few times. Okay, so this might be a long post. Some background. I'm a 21-year-old male and girlfriend is also 21. So, I've been dating my now ex-girlfriend for a year. It's not a long time length to brag about, but at the same time, it was the best relationship I've ever had. Her and I had a perfect relationship, open communication, and freedom. Her and I trusted one another with everything, which isn't like either of us. I have had trust issues from all my past relationships due to cheating. She's never been cheated on. Well, that's great to hear. That's so great to hear. Well, I started a new job. Things were great. Then over the course of a month, I had an affair with my coworker and cheated on the one girl I finally saw a future with. What? Okay, oh wow, okay, you really messed up. You really messed up, and in my opinion, there is no excuse. So let's keep going. All right. Well, my girl and I had a 5-year plan for a house, children, and just overall getting old together. It was an ideal plan, and I very much looked forward to it. I was ready to commit. Then I messed up and slept with my coworker. You guys. 4 times. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 times. 4 times. I felt completely awful, as you should, and I told my girl what I did. Now I am single and I can't stop beating myself up for it. I have no emotional attachment to the coworker, and I don't know why I did what I did. I don't know why you did what you did, but you should have done it. You should not have done it. Alright. At this point, my girl and I are still sleeping together, as she told me that it's one of the few bonds that we still share together now. She has her good days where everything is fine, then she has her bad days where she completely hates me. She kills me in my sleep, and the only thing stopping her is the fact that it would devastate my mother, and she would face jail time. Those are valid. Okay, she's not a violent person, but I've completely lost her trust. I can honestly say I love her, and she knows this. And I want nothing more than to fix my mistakes and make things work. And ideally, continue working on the 5-year plan we had in place. We also don't have much time as she has ovarian cancer. Oh gosh, that's so sad. I'm so sorry. Which already claimed her first ovary a few years back. Now the cancer is back. She might lose her ability to have kids of her own altogether. It devastates her. What do I do? Any questions? Gladly answer so I can best get advice that will point me in the right direction. Now, this was posted 8 years ago, so it is a pretty old post. And before going into the comments, I just want to say, when the person that did the cheating still expects or wants a relationship with the person that they cheated on, they cannot expect the same relationship. They cannot expect the same affection, emotions, physical attraction. None of that is going to be the same because you betrayed them at the end of the day. Cheating is betrayal, in my opinion, and no one should ever know the feeling of that. Ever. And no one should ever feel that. Ever. So, let's get into these comments and let's see. Alright, so, first comment we see. Cheating is a choice. You made that choice 4 times, not once, but 4 times. Yes, he did. I'm sorry to say this, but you can't fix this, and I don't think you should. I think you should let this girl you love go on with her life and find someone loyal. You maybe try therapy to work out your own issues and don't get into another relationship for a while so you don't make the same mistake again. Yeah, I do also think cheating is a choice. You put yourself in certain situations and sometimes it results into cheating, and you will have to put up with it because you made that decision. You made that decision all on your own. And yeah, it looks like this comment was deleted, but it's back up here. So it says, you didn't make a mistake by cheating. It was deliberate. That's part of the problem here. You're trying to lessen its severity by calling it a mistake. I'll give you an example of a mistake. You waving at someone you mistakenly thought was someone else. What you made was a decision. One doesn't mistakenly cheat unless you're imbrate in some way. People cheat for different reasons, but if you have a compulsion, since you're on the relationship advice sub, here's my advice. See a therapist to help you sort out your lack of control. If your ex is so amazing and etc., it is ridiculous to throw it away on something that means nothing to you. Truth is, you can't fix your mistake. What was done cannot be undone. Be kind to her and leave her alone to find someone worthy. Work on yourself, and maybe one day when she sees that you've grown as a person, she may consider you. There are no magic words that can help you win her back today, tomorrow, or sometime in the near future. I feel awful for her. She didn't deserve this, and she did not deserve this, and you need to go seek some help because you should, and cheating is a choice, okay? It's not a mistake. It's really a choice. So let's get into another post. These are for all my girls, all right? How do I become the girl he wants? Be yourself, and if being yourself isn't enough, then he isn't or she isn't the one, and who gives a because you should never need to change for anyone else but yourself. If you want to change for you, go for it, but not for anyone else. How do I become the girl he wants? I've known this guy since we were both in primary school. We're now both seniors in high school. He's helped me get through some very tough times with my family. Never knew my mom and got put into foster after a fight with my dad. A couple years ago, I started developing feelings for him. He stopped being just a friend, and I wanted us to be together. I do really love him with all my heart, and he means the world to me. He seemed to be developing these feelings as well, but recently he's lost interest. He doesn't react to any advances I make as much as he used to. Now, I'm wondering if there's someone else. Is it possible for me to change for him, or will I push too hard and lose him completely? I think you should just tell him how you feel, and by you telling him how you feel, he will actually know and see if he wants to, respond in the same way. And a lot of times we think people can read our minds, because definitely I feel like we have that. Me personally, I feel like I don't say a lot of things because either someone should know how I'm feeling, you either know how to read my mind, but it takes me a little longer to actually tell someone how I actually feel. I don't know, but that's me. But let's get into these comments. Instead of driving yourself crazy trying to be his dream girl, I suggest you tell him how you feel. That way, if he has feelings for you too, you'll be able to move forward with the relationship. If he doesn't, it will help give you closure so you can move on. It might be awkward for a while, but it won't be irreparable. Good one. Just tell him and see what he says, but don't ever try to change to get someone to like you. Yes, never change for anyone else unless you want to change for yourself. If you want to better yourself and you're not liking the path you're going in, you don't like the way you don't like little things about you, you can change it. You have that ability to do that for yourself, but don't ever do it for anyone else.